What's up, guys? Animal House here. Welcome back. We have me, Animal, here to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tier List, and of course, we have Tiggy's as well. Tiggy's, how are
Oh, yeah.
you? Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty
doing well.
excited. This is going to be the definitive tier list for Ultimate
We
and end of meta,
end of meta tier list. The game is ending, semi-dying. Not really, but kind of.
basically.
And we've been talking about this for a long time, or just like general feelings on characters. So I think it'll be cool to put this all on a tier list, kind of see our thoughts, see our feelings on each character,
hmm
and see what we come with at the end. I'm not really exactly sure what we're going to come with because I know we have some different ideas, but I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh, most definitely. I feel like the main thing about this game is that no character is necessarily bad. I mean, everyone's said that before, but that's just
No, I
really
think
how it is.
that's a good point to start. I do think like, and compared to other Smash games, like even the bottom tiers are still pretty decent. Like
Yeah.
all the characters are pretty good.
There's just much better options, but they're not bad.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be interesting how we decide our cutoffs. So I think we should start in the D tier, just because if we go character by character, I think it's harder to tell where we feel people land in the middle. I think it'd probably be easier to get like the worst out of the way, and that will kind of help set like our criteria and kind of make it easier to fit other characters. So for me, the D and C tier category are for characters that are one, like tournament, not really viable. If you talk about like a big tournament, I like to think like you're assuming everybody is equal for a tier list. Like the skill level that you're playing against, every single person is equal. And if you were to run these characters in a tournament in a very big like international bracket, you're not gonna win it. You know, you don't really have a chance to win. And I don't even think these characters have any potential for counter picks either. Like obviously, you know, not every character is solo viable, but some characters are good counter picks or pocket characters. I don't even see much value in having these characters as a pocket pick.
Yeah, with so
And
few winning matchups on some of these characters, it just wouldn't be worth
yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely. And I think like they're not flexible. Like these characters have like one game plan that they need to win,
Yeah,
whether it
yeah,
be like reads or like one gimmick, one game plan,
yeah,
and that's kind of it. And if you just work around that game plan, you'll probably beat that character, and there's not much they can do about it. That's kind of
yeah.
how I think of these characters.
Yeah, I see that a lot also, yeah. That makes sense.
So where do
So,
you want to start? I mean, I know off the bat, two off the bat, I know right away.
I mean, yeah, there's some pretty obvious choices on here that would just go in D tier immediately. I mean, like Little Mac, right?
Little Mac, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ganondorf,
Ganondorf, definitely, for mostly the similar reasons, I feel like.
yeah, absolutely. You
Mhm.
could argue this doesn't. We can order this in a second, but you could argue Isabel.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
I know you have a affinity for Isabel.
Might as well is cracked.
I mean that is true. Um, I think. Well, it's interesting. We'll see where we're gonna cut this off from D to C, but I think maybe Kirby could
Yeah,
be on there.
I agree. Just not too much going on with that character.
No, not too much going on. How do you feel about someone like Zelda? Do you think Zelda's like slightly better than that, or
I feel like because Zelda can kill you so early, that just would put her in C by itself.
okay? Yeah,
But
that's fair.
separate from Ganon, who could do the same, but she has more range, really, with a lot of her attacks.
Yeah, that's fair. I think like her defensive and zoning options are actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
Um, Not amazing, but solid. She has good aerials or decent aerials. At least her fair and bear are decent.
hmm
Um, yeah, I think she can get by with being a C tier for sure. Another character who I was debating, I'm kind of on the fence between B and C, is Piranha Plant.
Mm. Where
I
is right
think
here?
I think Piranha Plant could be C, but not too high in C. Like I do think Piranha Plant has actually surprisingly good moves.
He's got a good recovery. He's got good weight. He has
Good
like, good
recovery,
damage.
good weight. Up smash is out of
Yeah.
control,
He's
especially out of shield.
He's got a good projectile.
I think the projectile is decent. Yeah,
It's not great, but it's pretty good.
yeah, but he is pretty. His aerials aren't like
Kinda-
super impressive, and you really need
Mhm.
to kind of land. Like you don't have great combo strings that lead into death. You kind of have to rely on a big hit, or I guess your neutral B, your spike ball to kind
Yeah.
of kill. But like you don't have a ton of reliable kill setups.
Yeah, not really.
I think maybe C though. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
more like a C than a D.
Because yeah, I feel like the recovery alone helps. How good it being and just the amount of time you can live.
Yeah,
I feel like helps
but
push him over.
I will argue maybe. Well, maybe this is just the worst of the worst. Would you put Villager next to Isabel, or do you think Villager is like a little bit better?
It's tough for me to say. I don't really know much about Villager, frankly.
I think Villager
I
has.
think
some
he's
advantages.
better. I think, at least.
I think he's better, but I don't know if he's a tier better.
You don't think
like-
so? Yeah, it's hard to
Sure.
say. He
I think,
definitely would
like-
be better at least.
Yeah, he's definitely better. I think the advantages Villager has is like the forward smash is a lot more useful, especially like offstage edge guarding.
He has that side B projectile.
Isabel's down B is literally broken and doesn't work. Like
Yes.
and not get hit. At least tree.
It's a
Could
big
be like
hitbox.
a ledge trap. Yeah, it could be a ledge trap, or you could use axe.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's
so
a
I
good kill
think,
move.
like, some better things about Villager. The zoning's not terrible, but I don't think Villager is that good by any
Alright.
means.
So you're thinking D for Villager right now?
I'm gonna stick with D, and we can reevaluate
Alright.
as we get some more characters in there. They could
I-
definitely move.
I think I'm inclined to agree, honestly.
Do you have any characters that you're kind of feeling?
That would be low. Yeah. It's tough. What do you think about like Wii Fit? How good is she? You think she's around here, or would she be higher?
I think Wii Fit is in C tier. I think Wii Fit actually is pretty okay. Like noticeably better than these characters.
Yeah, because
Uh,
when she goes into that fit mode, she kind of can cook.
yeah, when she does like that breathing thing, she
Yeah.
has a decently big power up. She has some pretty good combo strings. Her aerials are awkward in terms of like where the hurt box or the hitbox
Yeah,
is.
but that doesn't make them bad
Doesn't
necessarily.
make it bad
Yeah.
though. Decent projectiles with soccer ball and the neutral B. Recovery's not amazing, but I do think overall like smash attacks are decently quick. Your jabs has that berry.
Yeah, it's always nice to have in the moveset.
Actually, I actually don't hate Wii Fit Trainer that much.
Yeah, she's
What do you think
definitely.
about? I think I want to like target another heavy because obviously
Okay.
Ganon is the worst heavy.
Heavies are going to be on the lower end, generally speaking.
I
Most of
think
the time.
most of them are for sure.
Yeah, not everyone. Everyone, excuse me.
Yeah, I think Ganondorf is like pretty agreed upon to be the worst heavy, but I would say the second worst heavy for me is probably DDD.
I think I would agree. You're thinking D tier, right?
Yeah, now here's the question, like I guess yeah, put them in D tier for now and we'll have to see like where if we think like where the clear cutoff in quality of character is.
Yeah.
Because I think we're getting close to it, to be honest. I do think we're getting close to it.
For C and D,
Yeah, I think
we
Like-
are kind of close. It's hard for me to pick anyone else.
I mean I could put a ton of I think I could put a lot of characters into C. I just think I don't
No,
I can't put-
no D. Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's not much.
I don't think I could put
I can't think of anyone that's that bad.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
maybe
I was gonna say the me. We better say the Mies.
Yeah,
I was about to say
not me Brawler because me Brawler is actually pretty decent.
Brawler can kind of cook. I think
Brawler can cook. I think Brawler will probably end up in like D.
I was about to say B. Yeah, I think when we get there, we just will put them.
Yeah. Brawler will probably.
I think the other two are in either C or D. Most likely C.
Okay, I'm cool with putting them in C.
Okay.
I think it's a pretty good D tier list. I think these characters are pretty trash, and
Yeah,
deserve
yeah.
to be here because they are trash.
No, definitely.
No personal hate, but
That's just how it is.
that's how it is.
Frankly.
I think this is a tier.
I want to say Rosa would kind of be in
Rosa,
C. I'm
I kind of
thinking.
agree. I mean, the buzz is a freak exception.
Yeah, he's just cracked. That's all it is.
I don't think. Yeah, she's gonna
We-
be like C, and we'll have to see if we think she could squeeze into B. I don't think she can now.
Yeah,
I
we
think
can
she
move her
deserves-
later if we feel like it's.
I think she deserves to be in C.
Yeah, I
And
feel like.
I also think that a character like K. Rool is probably in C. I don't
Yeah.
think he gets into B.
I was gonna say Robin probably.
Robin.
be in C.
And with Robin, I would put Simon and Richter as well.
Yeah. Where even are they? Yeah. I'm putting Richter above
But,
Simon.
like, again, they have some decent tools. Like some of their kit is good, but like it's not enough. Like their advantage state isn't oppressing their.
D-Vantage is abysmal. They
yeah,
can't recover.
When they're in disadvantage, it's not great. Their recoveries are awful. You get in on Simon and Richter, and it's hard. What's weird about Simon and Richter is that their hitbox, unlike Min Min, which Min Min has like, like Ram that like circles, like, or even their arms that like when you jump, it like goes down with them. Theirs is like super horizontal and very thin.
Yeah, it's hard to aim in that sense.
Yeah, it's super hard to aim. You could angle it a little bit, but like overall, it's like very small.
Still got to be head on.
Yeah. Another character that I think that kind of hurts me to put there. I love this character. I'm pretty decent with this character, but Dr. Mario.
I think you're right. Yeah. He just doesn't have.
Very slow. He's like
he has the kill power, but he has nothing that Mario has.
Yeah, he has the kill power, which is nice on stage, but he feels limited with how slow he is. And
I think speed is a big factor for at least a couple of these characters.
Yeah, that's a good call. I agree. Speed definitely is a big factor. Doc is, for some reason, slow and very limited in range. Like, his range on his moves are not that big. He's a small character.
Yeah,
he's a small character frame.
Just how it
And
is.
his recovery is also pretty trash.
Yeah,
One of the worst, I'd say.
definitely.
Obviously, besides like Little Mac and stuff. So I think that's a pretty good call. How do you feel about someone like? Let me look up here. What about like Bowser Jr.? How do you feel about Bowser Jr.? Or do you think Bowser Jr. is more like a B character, B tier character?
I feel like he might be like a low B or a high C.
Okay.
If I had to place him somewhere there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Where-
I could totally see that.
Where are you
We're gonna
leaning?
Pretty big B or C. One of these are going to be pretty big.
Yeah, it's hard to find the exact cutoff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of these characters and like tournament viability. Oh, you know what I would put here? Toon Link.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. I'll just slam him in somewhere.
Yeah, I'd put Toon Link. I don't know how I feel about regular Link. Obviously, Young Link I'd put the highest, but just in general,
Yeah.
Toon Link's attacks are just not quite as good frame-wise and kill-wise. I mean, Toon Link does have back air, which is pretty awesome. And some of the aerials are super terrible. They're just not quite as good as Young Link or Link's.
He has some confirms off the bombs too, but it's a little hard to set up.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, if he had the same nair as Young Link and Link,
Oh yeah, it'd be over.
it'd be a lot better. For sure.
I think that move
It's always-
carries both of those characters, at least to a certain extent.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
At least their up close game, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. This next one might hurt you a little bit. This
Oh.
might be a personal attack on you. To
A
be
personal attack?
honest. It's not, I don't mean it to be personal. You might take it personal.
You're about to say Crom.
I'm not.
Oh no.
Maybe. now that you said it. I was thinking, I don't know how I feel about Falcon.
Falcon?
I don't know if Falcon like is the end of B or just the beginning of C.
I think he's B, but I don't know. You could convince me C.
Let's leave him off for now because I think you can go either way. So I'm okay with just kind of like, I'm okay with just kind of leaving him.
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely higher than C,
Yeah.
at least to me.
What about Lucas?
Do we think he's better than Ness?
I do. Well, no, I don't.
I feel like he's not better.
I don't think he's better than Ness. I think Ness can be in B, and I think Lucas is like high C.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say as well.
I think Lucas has potential that probably hasn't been untapped, and like I could see someone like pushing Lucas pretty far if they
Oh, for
wanted
sure.
to. Like he has really good edge guarding tools, really good spiking tools. Obviously, I like his side B. I like his aerials. His forward tilt very good, but he definitely lacks in like pure killing.
Okay, yeah.
Like that, you just hit a back air, and it's pretty. That's a pretty strong attack. Like Lucas doesn't have a ton of raw kill setups.
Yeah,
That
I agree.
kind of relying on the edge guarding to get his kills, or you just get them to like 1,000,000%. Obviously, right?
Yeah. I feel like that though is what makes Ness a little better. Yeah. We'll get to him though.
Yeah. I think maybe like someone like Ike or Byleth.
I would say Ike C, Byleth B.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, how do you feel good about that?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I think
I think
Ike,
B would be pretty big. So.
I think Ike would be on the higher end though of
Yeah.
C.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. And you know what? I would also maybe throw Pichu in here. I don't know if that's crazy.
I agree. Pichu kind of absolutely can cook, but again, being the lightest character and dying at 20 does not
Yeah,
help.
I think the neutral
Major
is
draw.
obviously- and like the more you advance the meta, I think obviously the better. The fact that like the damage Pichu does to himself and plus the weight is pretty crazy.
Yeah, you could get yourself to kill percent potentially. It's like not
Yeah.
like, even if you play perfect.
Like I do think Pichu has some merit versus like if you're facing a heavy, I guess,
Mhm.
or someone who could just combo to like Oblivion. But I
Yeah.
would say with most matchups, there's so many better characters you can be,
Just like Pikachu.
like Pikachu. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I don't see why that would be worth it. Let's try to think of some B tiers, so then maybe we can start to differentiate between.
Yeah.
So, who did we say in B tier? Me Brawler, right?
Yeah, I agree. Brawler would be about B. Where the heck is he?
I have no idea.
How'd he get down there? Okay.
Is he even a? Oh, there he is.
I think that one's Brawler.
I think Sephiroth.
Yeah. Yep. I think
Sephiroth
Duck Hunt.
has. These are characters that have very. Sometimes in Ultimate, if your advantages are so good, it kind of overshadows the weaknesses a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Sephiroth is a good example of like the strengths are just so good, and even though there are some clear weaknesses in Sephiroth, basically like no like defensive options are pretty trash once you get in or he whiffs or you know it's pretty tough for Sephiroth. But I actually do think he has some okay matchups. Like even versus someone like Steve, which is pretty big. Like not amazing versus Steve, but like not horrible.
But yeah, it's a pretty rare occurrence. Nice to have.
Yeah, so I think Sephiroth is B is fine. So I think like I don't know. I think I take these B tier characters a little bit more seriously in tournament. Like looking at the B tier, I don't really think of any of these characters as like that tournament viable.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Besides the Buzz and Rosa, because he's a freak.
Yeah, if anyone is good enough, I mean, definitely. But yeah, for sure. I would go. I would put Duck Hunt here, frankly.
Yes,
Right?
good call. I like Duck Hunt actually. I think Duck Hunt is probably slightly underrated by most people. Um, I think his moves are like pretty quick. They're pretty good range and they combo decently.
Yeah.
Can is amazing. Side B is also pretty dope. But like if you're very good with Can, you can do some crazy things with Duck
Oh
Hunt.
yeah, it gets nutty.
But like he's pretty quick. Like his smash attacks are quick. The hitbox and the smash attacks are pretty crazy.
Oh, definitely.
Um, I would say in this tier probably Mewtwo.
Yeah, that feels right. You know, we do have the whole tail thing that holds him back slightly.
Like low B, high C type of character.
Yeah, I feel like he can make it to B though.
Yeah, I think he can make it to B. He has some really quick kill options as well. Like fair is crazy, throws are pretty crazy. The tilt's set up nicely, like down tilt, up tilt. Yeah, he's deceptively good, without a doubt. He's actually also very fast.
He just unfortunately big by accident. Just makes him
Yeah,
holds him back.
You would think they would have fixed it by now,
Mm-mm.
but they did not. So that is unfortunate.
I would say Hero, frankly, he would go here.
Yeah, there's a good spot for Hero.
I mean, they're random, so I feel like they belong in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
they could be really good, or they could do nothing.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
Hero-
really all it is.
The thing about Hero is that I still don't know what to do, or like what the solution is for like international players.
There really isn't.
Like
There's
like a Japanese player playing against an American player, and like the American player has it in English, and the Japanese player can't read it. Like I don't know.
I would say if the American player loses, they get to switch the language for the next game.
Ooh, that's an interesting. No counterpick stage.
Yeah, it kind of picked the language. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I love that though.
It would be hype.
I think Link could go in here, obviously.
Normal Link, right? Yeah.
Normal Link. It almost feels like we might need a tier between B and C, possibly. We'll see when we lay it out, because I do feel like some of these characters are going to feel way better than others. Sephiroth, yeah, Link's.
I kind of this is how I feel it would be ordered. Maybe.
Yeah, let's put Falcon in there.
I think Falcon would probably go above Mewtwo. What do you think?
I think so. I think
Okay.
Falcon is not terrible.
No.
I think Falcon definitely suffers with. You hope the combo strings would be a little better.
They feel a little inconsistent. I don't know.
They feel a little inconsistent, especially versus low crouching or just low height characters. Like hitting that first hit of Nair to
Yeah.
kind of set up your combos is tough.
Then you
You
gotta
have
go
to rely on
like grabs. Yeah.
grab, juggling.
He gets a lot off a grab.
Recovery's not incredible, but
I think it's actually pretty good.
yeah, it's good because you have the side B mix up.
It's also like a punish option, a kill option. I feel like
Yeah.
it's pretty
You can
versatile. You can
Yeah,
reverse
you
it.
can, like, reverse edge guard. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Ness goes in here. I don't think Ness is A tier or anything.
I think he's better than like Hero. We can fiddle with the order later. I'm just guessing right now.
Yeah, we could fiddle with order and stuff. I would put Byleth if we didn't already.
Yeah, if I can find them, here they are.
Or by Terry, by the right side.
Yeah. I kind of just agree. I don't feel like there's much to say on this. Like, they're a heavy hitter, but they're slow. It's really a lot. But they have big range. Like,
Yeah, and I think that in the beginning of the game, the reason why MKLeo was able to be so successful is because they had very, I'll say brain deadish confirms of like Nair on shield can poke, or that could like lead to dash attack, or like lead to fair.
mhm.
Like he had just very easy confirms that just meant death. So like you can lose neutral, but if you win it a few times and like space it well, like they're just dead.
Mhm.
So like very heavy punishing and easy to use, which I think is a good combo, but just not amazing enough to be higher than B.
Definitely. I was gonna say Inkling next.
Yeah, this is sad, but I do think Inkling is in this tier. And Inkling's such a weird case. Like everything, if you were to look at Inkling at paper, and there's still a lot of people who believe, but like Inkling on paper seems like they should be amazing.
Oh yeah.
So fast, has roller, has the ink bomb. The bear is incredibly big hitbox. It's crazy. You have up throw, up air confirms. Edge guard for days. Incredible recovery.
Hmm. The landing hitbox on it for no reason.
And it's like, what's wrong with Inkling? It's just the kill. Like, killing is just tough. It's like Cheek without the killing setups. You know?
Yeah, like you have up throw, like you were saying. That's really it.
Yeah.
And then what if that
And
stops
you can get
working?
Roller, but like, you can't rely on roller.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you kind of need a read almost a lot of the time.
So many characters have good recoveries that, like, regarding on edge guards either is not relying on edge guards is not amazing either.
Yeah, you just throw
You
that
have
back air
fair-
really.
You have fair, but I don't think
It's kind of slow on startup, right?
it's a little slow. It's a little slow. It's kind of like a worse Diddy fair in terms of like
Yeah, literally. It's like similar like shape.
yeah. So I agree with that. Another character that deserves to be here could be in C. I think could be in B as well though is Banjo.
I think just for how broken he can be sometimes, he belongs in B.
Yeah, I think he has potential. There's this Japanese banjo player who's kind of like really causing a lot of crazy upsets.
Oh, yeah.
And the stuff that I don't remember his name at the moment, but what stuff that he's doing is absolutely the combo strings are crazy. Like he's definitely showing there's crazy potential there, but I don't think even with the potential, I don't think he makes it to the A. Once we start listing out the A, it'll be a clear difference of, skill.
Mm-hmm.
Incineroar,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it belongs in B.
Again, slow, heavy hitter, but kills you mad early.
I think Incineroar has the best on paper aerials in the game almost. Like
They're crazy.
I love the back air. This is a forward air I do love. The up air is my favorite up air
Oh my
in the
God.
game, or one of them.
It's so nuts.
Down
Upper,
air
upper.
is a solid spike, not even like that long or that laggy. Just a solid spike. Incineroar is just stupidly slow. But
He does have the
It's
side
not-
B to help with that a little bit, with like
Yeah.
with punishing.
yeah, if SkyJ has shown us anything, it's that Incineroar is able to instill fear in the other person, and like when you can get someone shielding, and then you mix it up with the side Ds, it's so dangerous, and it's hard to camp this character because of revenge.
Hmm.
Like they just eat it, and then they can make up 50-60% in one attack.
Yeah, like a
So
back
it's
throw.
tough.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It's a scary factor. And SkyJ has been showing that he's like one of the best counterers in the game, or like him himself. So like when used correctly, I think Incineroar actually is like a pretty scary force.
Revenge is pretty fast too. Makes it even better.
It is fast.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually like pretty decent. I think it definitely separates Incineroar from a lot of other characters. I actually, speaking of like big characters, I put Bowser in here.
Yeah, that's fair. Or somewhere like. Oh
I do
no.
think Bowser theoretically might be one of the best heavies. It's obviously between him and Incineroar. I think Bowser's doesn't make sense how quick Bowser is. I have no idea why he's so fast on the ground.
He should not be.
He's like a train. Like I don't know. Like he just charges at you.
Yeah, that's also pretty intimidating.
That's intimidating. He has a guaranteed shield break, which is not like a super big deal. but like if
Yeah,
you shield
it's
that is.
yeah. If he catches you lacking, you just it's a free kill almost.
But he also has a command grab. Kind of seeing a theme here in these heavies, like having a command grab for
Yeah.
being heavy is a pretty good combo.
I feel
Pretty
like
good sword armor.
oh yeah, definitely has that tough guy mechanic as
The
well.
backer, I think the strongest in the game. I can't think of a backer that's
It
strongest.
might be, yeah.
Forward air has good range on it. Has the fire. Yeah, he has all the makings of a very solid character. Obviously, the weaknesses are obvious with being a heavy of, being combo food and having laggier moves in general. But he has a lot of surprisingly fast moves like up B. Um, his aerials are huge. They cover huge distances.
Yeah. That's the trade off they get for being so big. Big moves
Yeah.
generally.
I think this would probably be a good place to put Puff.
Yeah, that's fair.
If someone said they wanted Puff in C, I wouldn't fight them over it.
I wouldn't either. I'd say it's a lower B placement
I
as
think
well.
I think it's a low B. However, I do think Puff does have some like low key crazy setups.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know,
Like the neutral's pretty doable and actually like has some decent matchups.
she can still just carry you off the side. As
Yeah,
well.
it's crazy. The red setups are crazy. The down air setups are unreal.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So yeah, Puff's an interesting case, but I think Puff's a little bit better than the C tiers. Looking at the C tiers, I think I'd rather have Puff.
I think I would put Sheik in B tier, honestly.
I'm gonna hold off on Cheek.
You think? Alright. You think?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll let you cook.
I'm gonna hold off on Cheek.
I'm gonna say Crom then. I think Crom is
Um,
like bottom B. The worst B.
you put Crom. Yeah.
It's just the recovery. That's it. That's all it's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, it is very exploitable. There are other characters who have bad recoveries, right? Like, let's think of like Pyramithra.
Yeah.
Recovery's not great, but like, still an S tier caliber character. So like, it is just like you have the bad recovery, which is surely a factor, but you don't have the explosive killing that Roy has.
Yeah.
Either, like, because your weight is distributed equally across the blade, right? So you don't have that, like, oh, I can sword dance you at the edge and kill you at 40 factor.
Yeah, yeah.
I think his neutral is very good, though. I don't think it's good enough to be an A tier. I think his neutral is very solid, but I do think some characters just invalidate him once he gets off stage.
The sword does make confirms a little easier, though, not having the sour spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. You get some more consistent hits.
Jab is better at the ledge. Jab is just better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. So I think he might be a high-ish B. I don't
Yeah.
think he's like,
Yeah, I was definitely joking. He's not that bad.
no, I think he's a high-ish B.
I think he's under Falcon, honestly.
I can see that. I think Pit belongs in here.
I think both of them, right?
Yeah. Pit is probably like one of the most honest characters in the game. Like very straightforward moveset. Like doesn't have anything overwhelmingly amazing. It doesn't have anything overwhelmingly bad either.
Yeah, and they're just the same. And Pit has the arrows you get edge guard with a little easier, so that always is nice.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, I don't think the arrows are enough to like. The arrows are nice to have, not enough to move them up.
Yeah, I'm just saying over Dark Pit at least.
Yeah,
In that sense.
Fair. That's fair. There probably can be, and I think Zach Ray plays Pit now, and I think he uses both depending on matchup.
Yeah.
Sending off to the side with side B versus sending off the top.
That's the thing. And if it's like a floaty, you're not really going to be able to edge guard them with the arrows. They're not that strong. They're just going to get back.
So, yeah, no, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. But like multiple jumps, good hitboxes.
They have a pretty good recovery.
Pretty good recovery. Yeah, I think that's fair. Let me see who else. I think probably Ridley.
Ridley, yeah. He gets in there. He's just not heavy enough. He's too big. It's the same problem as Mewtwo, really.
Same problem as Mewtwo, but I think he's without a doubt better than Mewtwo.
Oh, for
Like,
sure. Yeah, I'll put him up there now. But yeah,
I think he's without a doubt better than Mewtwo. I mean, his combos are legitimate. His up smash out of shield is crazy.
the Nair is nuts.
Nair is nuts. Fair is nuts. Down
Yeah.
throw is nuts. Side B is not nuts, but like a command grab is good to have.
His up B is decent, just not many angles on it is the problem.
Yeah,
It's not
a little
great.
wonky. It's a little wonky for sure. His down air hits pretty far below.
Yeah.
Fireballs are some can invalidate some characters' recovery straight up.
Oh, for sure. That's a good edge guard as well.
Yeah, I think Ridley is actually very interesting character. I think can beat some of the people in the tier above him. Like it wouldn't be absurd if he did, but I don't think good enough to be like doesn't have the consistency value across the matchups across the board.
Mhm.
I put Meta Knight in here.
Yeah. I feel like you put him. I think he'd go somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle. Don't have a strong feeling exactly where, but somewhere in the middle.
I mean, he's got a pretty good combo game. He has the multiple
Yeah.
jumps. Pretty light though. He's pretty
Yeah.
light, right?
He's decently light. for
Yeah.
sure. And he can weave in and out very well.
Mhm.
Very good with Punisher.
His F smash is very strong. I know.
Yeah.
Has a lot of priority on it.
Kind of similar to Inkling, where like the kill setups aren't quite there,
Yeah.
not as consistent. Yeah, I think Meta Knight has like a kind of like not, with any fast character, very nice to get in on people with, but the kill power just isn't there overall for me.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot. I was gonna say the Samuses could maybe go here.
I think Samus might be A.
Really? I thought they'd be like top of B.
I think they might be low A.
You think low A? Okay.
Yeah, hold off on those second.
I was gonna say Marth then was my other choice. Or do you think he's A? There's no way.
I don't think he's. Well, where would you put Lucina? That's the first question.
I think Lucina would be A.
Because I think if you're going like, it depends what you value, right? Like, so, in my opinion, I think Marth is like terribly unexplored, and
Okay.
there's a lot of crazy things you can do with like sour hits on Marth to tipper attacks.
Mhm.
So like sour combos to strong.
I mean, yeah, we do that on Roy as well, but just the opposite way.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, true. You do.
Like it's very good.
That's a good point. So I think like if someone were to really explore that more, I think the cheese potential is higher than Lucina. But I think on like an everyday, consistent, like just
Exactly.
what we know right now, I think Lucina's higher.
I'm just thinking about the consistency.
Yeah, because the consistency is there, but I think like to me, I do value potential, but I also want to be realistic as well.
Mhm.
So I think it's okay for Marth and Lucina to be Lucina's a little bit higher. I just think Marth is underrated. I just want to put that out
Alright.
there. And,
I could agree. I'm just looking at like him right now.
yeah, no, definitely. I also think that like the problem is that Lucina players try to play Marth, and I don't think they play the same.
There's not like a Marth main really out there. I mean, there is,
There's
but
There's
not
not a
a.
Marth main or a prominent Marth main.
Yeah.
And I think that like they don't play the same because Lucina doesn't have to worry about like that kind of spacing that Marth does with his combos. So I don't think it translates as well as people think it does.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm okay with Marth and like somewhere in B and Lucina probably like somewhere in A.
We could throw him up here.
Yeah, you can throw them up there. And if you want to throw Lucina just to start the A, I guess you can.
Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, we start going into A.
I still think there's some B's to talk. Like Bowser Jr., he needs to be up in B.
Yeah, let's just get her up there. Bowser Jr. Where is he? This is all jumbled here. Jumbled. I feel like
Yeah.
he's probably. I think Brawler's is definitely gotta go down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere
I
there.
think I think this is about where Lucario goes as well.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
So
Similar to
for
a lot of these characters.
Bowser Jr.
I mean, this is your guy. I'm gonna let you spit.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. has like solid moves, but none of them amazing. Like his forward air is like strong, big hitbox, a little bit slow. Back air, strong, good hitbox, a little bit slow. Up air is good for comboing. Down air is kind of trash. It doesn't really kill. It doesn't spike. Um, his cannonball can be good, but not good enough. It's very slow. You have to charge it up. Very situational. Down B is kind of trash-ish. Side B is good for movement, and the up B actually is good for like edge guarding and a decent recovery. It's everything just like he's not broken is really the problem. All these characters are not broken, and in some way, all the characters above him are going to be more broken. There's nothing that's like, oh, this is just something I can exploit over and over again.
All right.
That's kind of like his biggest problem is that he's just not doesn't have anything that's really overly broken. And who else? We just throw up here Lucario. Lucario is an interesting case. I don't even think the moves are bad necessarily, and the comeback mechanic is actually nuts.
Yeah, he certainly would be a little higher at least somewhere.
I don't
For
think
now.
he's A though.
No, he's definitely not A. He's definitely B. Because you kind of have to rely on that mechanic to win.
It's kind of like a more like Joker has Arsene, obviously.
Hmm.
That is a big buff. It's kind of like that, only you're guaranteed to get it as long as you get hit a lot. Like,
And you don't have to get to kill percent to get it either. Like,
yeah,
so it's not as much of a risk.
yeah, totally. Does have command grab. It's not the most amazing command grab though.
Yeah, it's good with aura, but yeah, again, what if you don't have it?
Or his neutral B is pretty dope.
Lucario with aura all the time would be A tier. Would be probably S.
Yeah, his movement. Yeah, no, definitely. He's so strong. It's absurd how strong he is with it. And his movement's actually pretty good too.
Yeah, I love the aura sphere. You know, like reverses. It's like pretty
Oh,
clean.
the RP reverses are nutty.
Yeah, he has some good stuff.
Yeah, he definitely has some good stuff.
How do we feel about Young Link? Where do we think he's going?
So, did we place Link yet?
We put Link in B, like top of B, somewhere around there.
I
Because I'm not too sure how to feel. I want to hear what you have to say.
So I think Young Link, if I were to think of him as like a tournament character, I think he probably belongs in like the top of B. I don't consider him to be like solo viable.
No.
I don't think he makes that A tier. I do think he's better than Link for sure.
I also agree with that. He's just a bit, he's
Um,
faster. That is a big factor.
Yeah, he's faster. That helps so much.
The arrows are a little better as well.
The projectiles are great. They combo well into each other. The frame data is crazy.
That back air is pretty good for combos as well.
Yeah, the back air is pretty good. I don't think it like the kills are quite as easy. You do have to rely on like your setups, your bomb setups that are not always like super consistent
Or-
and like
Yeah,
hits.
you do have the really good up B out of shield. You can get some confirms out of that.
Yeah. No, he's definitely great. I don't know if he makes that A tier. I'll have to see the rest of the A's to kind of really.
Yeah, we can get back to him later for
um,
sure.
I think Ice Climbers belong in B.
B, yeah. Like their potential is crazy, but like they're insanely hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You know, we have
you know
we got like Big D who's absolutely cooking with them, but
yeah. Big D is sick.
guy's awesome.
Big D is super sick. Looking, I actually think Olimar might be in this tier. I don't think Olimar's amazing.
I was gonna say that earlier actually. He goes somewhere.
Yeah. I think Olimar really got absolutely destroyed with nerfs
Mm-hmm.
as a character. Uh, way too reliant on the color of Pikmin, obviously, but like even more so, especially for killing power.
Mm.
The range is god awful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there could be some matchups where it could work. I know there are people like Shuton, and I think even Dabuz a little bit, not as much anymore, but Shuton specifically has Pyramithra and then Olimar secondary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think the B tier you can pocket these characters potentially, but yeah, I don't think it's really that strong. His recovery is pretty awful, honestly. Not that
Yeah.
great.
Mm.
It's not horrible, but it's not great either. I really think it's a lack of range problem. And like your projectiles do damage, but they don't keep away.
Mm.
Unless you have a purple that knocks them back, like you're just kind of stacking damage. But it's hard to keep people off of you.
Yeah, you're right. Without the purples, which
Yeah.
you can't rely on because is it random? I'm not actually too sure.
It's random, yeah.
It's completely random.
Looking here, I am not. We can. Let me think. Is there anyone else I think?
What about Greninja? What do we think?
Greninja is a borderline character.
I feel the same. I'm not sure.
I think Greninja's borderline. We could put him. I think Greninja's probably better than Young Link, maybe. It's borderline. It's so close.
He might be top of B instead.
Top of B or like end of A.
I feel like he's B, but I might be wrong.
You could put him top of B. I'm okay with it.
We can discuss it later.
Yeah. I'm thinking about definitely Donkey Kong. I think
B,
Donkey
right?
Kong probably the
Probably, like a little better than Bowser, maybe.
a little better than Bowser. I think the kill setups are a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, he does have that nice throw.
He's got a nice throw. He's kind of like playing. He's like kind of Bowser too. It's like playing a Swordy, but in a different way. Like the spacing you need to do for your aerials and stuff to get the grabbing the setups. But he has some legitimate combos.
Yeah.
And legitimate edge guards. Yeah, the backers.
The backer, yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Combos into itself. Yeah, throws.
Anytime you have a kill confirm, batten up, a cargo up throw can.
Yeah, go to PS2. Does pretty good there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty solid. There's got to be another character. Oh, I know who I'm forgetting. Let me see.
How do you feel about Ryu?
Yeah, I think Ryu and Ken.
You think B?
Be in this.
I feel like they'd be a little closer to the higher end. Who do you think's better out of the two? I always thought Ken, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them either. My gut says Ken, but if someone argued otherwise, I wouldn't know enough to stop.
I think Ryu has a better combo game. Ken's just a bit faster.
Yeah,
but
maybe Ryu.
Yeah, I don't know too much.
I want to get. Who else do I want to get up in here? I want to get. I'd say Falco.
You think he's in B?
I don't think he's in. If he is in A, it's like lower A.
I think he's upper B, upper end of
B. Who do you think better, Falco or Wolf?
I think Wolf is better.
Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like Falco has like better combos probably, but I feel like Wolf can probably kill you a little easier.
I think Wolf's a little more one-dimensional. Like I think
so?
Wolf game plans a lot. Yeah, I mean Wolf's harder in my opinion because I think you need to space.
Yeah, he's so straightforward, I guess, as well.
Kind of, yeah. It's just like there's a lot of sour spots on his hits.
Mm.
And to get his combo set up, it requires like, I mean, I shouldn't knock him necessarily. It's just harder. But I don't know if either of them make A tier.
I don't think they're A either. But
So I don't mind the order. If you want to put Wolf above Falco, I don't mind.
nah, I'm pretty sure you convinced me.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, Falco's kind of nice actually, to be honest.
I think my Falco's kind of hard, honestly.
Yeah, your Falco is nice. I agree.
This is
what
tough.
about?
Do we think Corrin is A?
I think Corrin is A.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
All right, let's start doing the A's.
Yeah, we can weed out some later. Well, let's just throw Corrin in there since we were just talking about it.
Yeah, still Corrin in there.
Big moves. They link it to themselves. Pretty good kill power. The pin. You fake out with the pin.
Oh, yeah, I think Corrin is probably like one of the characters, besides maybe Game & Watch and Sonic, from the beginning of the game to now that has moved up the tier list the most.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning of the game, you would say that Corrin is
Like
absolute trash.
I would have said C in like beginning era.
Yeah. But I do think Corrin's hitboxes that last so long, and that every move combos into each other,
Yeah.
whether it's nair, whether it's forward air, whether it's up air, it all combos into each other.
And the auto spacing back air. It's nice.
Obviously, the back air is nice. The pin on the side B
Oh,
is
yeah.
such a good two frame.
You don't even have to pin. You can fake them out. Bait out an
Yeah.
option. It's nice.
The tilts are good. The smash attacks are good.
The projectile isn't bad.
Yeah. It's a little slow, and that's kind of what prevents them from getting
Yeah.
bad. I think that Mega Man is probably low A, like
Okay.
very low A.
I think I agree. He has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Mega Man has a lot of really good, really interesting stuff.
That up air is pretty big, hard to deal with.
Up air is hard to deal with. The forward air and back air,
Oh.
amazing spacing tools.
It's like it's a sortie move almost.
It's kind of like Diddy with his neutral B, because you can like throw it on the ground and grab it.
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't grip like it does with Diddy, but
But the combos.
it does set up when you get it to land. Like you can like do combo strings with it.
Do some nice Z drop stuff. You can
Yeah,
do all sorts of item play.
yeah. Recovery is actually very good because you can up B and then still jump if you want. So you can like up B first, jump,
And then air dodge too, right? Pretty much.
dodge attack. So like kind of difficult. Side B is pretty useless, but that's okay.
Yeah.
His bullets can be annoying. Can definitely keep someone out.
Yeah. It's
Can
like
definitely,
yeah.
keep them.
It's like, Fox laser, just tag on some damage whenever you can.
Yeah. Dash attack is super good.
Oh yeah. It lasts pretty long.
Actually, even his leads are very good. So yeah, I think he just does the
Yeah.
zoning and has like strong enough aerials where like
I don't think leaves are bad because it's just gonna annoy the opponent for like a second. Can't really
Yeah.
like get onto you really.
yeah. What might be easier to do, and this might be controversial,
Oh, what's this?
it might be easier just to do S tier now and then everyone else will just be in A tier.
I think you're right. I mean, let's just do it. Let's
So I
let's
think-
get it over with.
Best character in the game, Steve.
Yep, that's it. Next.
Yeah. Not much to talk about. It really is just true. I think
I don't think anyone expected this when he came out. Not one
I
person.
no. I mean,
I knew he was gonna be good when he came out though. I didn't.
I think people memed about how good he was going to be. I was pretty skeptical because of how slow he was and was not worried about it. But he's by far the best character in the game, and like people don't use half the tech that you can use with him because they don't want him banned.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like that guy who put out a new tech video every week. Like people don't use that just because they know they do. Like there are already talks of banning him without using that tech. So yeah, he's absolutely busted. Being able to change the terrain with the blocks is just absurd. He can mine for free. He can set up blocks behind him to like stop him from dying. Mine cart is crazy. How strong his attacks are in Diamond are crazy. Combos off jab. I mean, it's all nuts. It's all nuts.
Kills you off one hit. It's
60%
So
off
the-
a hit. kill you off
Yeah,
a hit.
yeah, at the
Like,
worst.
can just put blocks to edge guard. I mean, it's disgusting.
Some characters just can't deal with it either.
No, no. Some kind he invalidates characters.
Literally, yeah. Puts you in the mob farm. It's ridiculous.
Nothing we can do about it. I think the second best character in the game is Sonic.
I was about to say that. I agree. Crazy fast character in the game.
I think fastest character in the game and proven to be a force defensively and offensively.
He's
Like,
a threat.
overwhelm you.
He's a real threat.
Yeah. Like some characters can't deal with spin dash. Like they just don't have the tools or projectiles to deal with it.
Hmm.
And he can just run all over you. The combo setups with fair, up air are crazy, and even back air, spin dash, into homings, whatever. You know, it's nuts. But he can also camp you out.
Yeah, literally. He's so fast.
Yeah.
You're playing a heavy, you're never gonna catch him.
Yeah,
Like,
and
what are you
that's
supposed to do?
also like he forces you to play however he wants to play for the most part. There are some characters that can deal with it, of course. Like even Corrin's not a terrible matchup. Cloud is not a terrible matchup. There are some characters that can do it. Diddy with the banana makes it doable. But for most characters, it is abysmal.
I agree.
We
We can go Game & Watch next. I think he's got to be up there.
Yeah, Game & Watch next. Another character people didn't have high hopes for.
I know, yeah, I think I'm shocked that he's here. I'm all for it, though. You know, he's not the coolest character, but I don't know, I respect it.
I watched him Tweak, and he did a tier list video recently.
Oh, yeah?
And what he said was basically that it doesn't look like Game & Watch is doing a zero to death because it just takes a very long time.
Yeah.
But his ability to juggle is probably the best in the game. You are in the air forever between nair and up air, and like how quickly he can cover the air dodge and how well he can cover air dodge. It's insane. So like, you know, it may take 40 seconds for you to die, but you're not touching the ground anytime soon. The up B out of shield is disgusting. Smash attacks are super strong. Edge guarding super strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got strong moves, kill moves. He's light, but I think the overwhelmingly strong combo game and juggling ability makes sense.
Yeah, it's not too big of a factor in his case. Frankly.
Yeah. Next, personally, I would put Joker still, but who are you thinking?
I think Joker could be S, if not like the top of A, if not. But I think I agree.
Yeah, I think it can go somewhere in S, and we can like order it. But I think Joker is kind of like Sheik, only Sheik needs.
Sheik never gets the option for kill moves, when Joker he gets them occasionally at least.
Well, Sheik does. It's just you
It's
have
not.
to combo into it with crazy combos.
It's not gonna be easy. Yeah, Joker gets it for free. He unlocks back air when he gets Arsene. You know, side B's insane. It's like all of his moves become ridiculous, and they were good before.
Yeah, and his down B, his Rebels Guard is actually like pretty good, especially versus campy people to get your Arsene back. It definitely decentralizes a lot of projectiles.
Same thing with Incineroar. Like you gain so much more than the little damage you take.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as we thought when he came out, but I still think he is meta relevant.
Oh, definitely. Sure. He's just really good.
And also his gun is a game changer. His gun is so good.
Oh yeah, you even have a little movement tech you can do with it. You know, you have different orientations. You know, except up gun.
When you don't have Arsene, but I think that's okay.
He does have some setups that are pretty tight, but they're good.
Yeah.
And he has the up air loops as well, drag downs, regrab.
Totally. Yeah, I think he's an incredible character that can be pushed even farther. Like I don't think his ceiling is met yet.
Definitely.
I think Rob is an S tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you talk about Rob. Nah, I mean Rob is just busted.
Everybody hates Rob with every fiber of his being.
Rob can just do everything.
He can do everything. There's
he can do it all.
Real weakness, right? His projectiles is insane. He has gyro out on the ground. That makes him a mid-game or a mid-range threat. Obviously, he has neutral B as well. That
His-
makes him a good long range threat.
He can kill you really early with like a 0 to death off the side.
The option to kill you to 0 to death you basically from anywhere and from any percent is definitely there.
It's crazy.
He has combos off of most things. Down tilt is a great combo starter. Fair is a great combo starter. Up air is a great juggling tool. His throws are incredible. But yeah, really the gyro into the side Bs. The edge guarding is absurd. Recovery is insane as well. And he's heavy. He's so heavy.
He lives forever, yeah.
Lives forever. Absolutely lives forever. Absolutely busted character, without a doubt.
So that's why I hate Rob.
And that's in conclusion.
In conclusion.
I think Pyra/Mythra.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, again, recovery's not the best, but their strengths are just overweigh it so heavily. They're worth it. You know,
Yeah.
Mythra's buttons are just so fast. All of them, really. All the aerials
Yeah.
combo into themselves.
I think they are the most. They have some of the best moves in Smash history, I think.
Hmm.
Specifically Mythra. Her neutral, it really doesn't feel like you should be losing neutral.
No, never.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel like. It just feels so oppressing. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. Think of any. I can't. Not many other characters I can think of that even have a neutral that's comparable. It's just like the combos and the free damage just feels so crazy.
Yeah, you can combo anything to anything. It feels like, at least.
Yeah, the speed in which you can turn into Pyra is so insane, and the mix-ups are crazy even while juggling. Like, you can kind of call out people.
Yeah,
switch.
we can't forget about Pyra either. She's obviously not as good, but her moves are still ridiculously big, crazy strong. You know, a lot of kill confirms. You know, off down air especially.
Yeah, definitely a lot of kill confirms. I think there are some characters that can if you're a bad Pyra, I think you could get abused. However, I think Pyra as a character and as with potential, accomplishes the goal of Pyra as good as you can ask for. I mean, you're really just asking for a few stray hits to get a stock, right? Like a few stray hits, a few stray reads, and Mythra is able to get you to that percent so quickly and so easily.
Yeah.
That I think it's definitely absurd. I think it's definitely absurd, and I think she's only going to get pushed further. I don't think her ceiling has been reached. I think people are going to get better with her.
Definitely.
You don't have anyone really maining her. Spargo kind of dual mains, and
it's a lot of dual mains. Yeah.
Yeah. Shutan also kind of dual mains, although will more so play. Probably the best Pyra/Mythra player is Shutan, but even still doesn't spend 100% of their focus on it. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Now I'm gonna throw something out there. Now,
do we feel like there's any more S's?
I think there is. I think. Well, it kind of depends what we mean on S. I would say S.
Should we have S plus
I would only put Sonic and Steve maybe in S plus.
Yeah, just put them at the top. It's the same thing.
Let's put some more characters on the board and we'll see where we go.
Let's get some in A. A's pretty empty.
I say Luigi's in A.
Yeah, just 0 to death machine. He's also a combo machine. He doesn't even have the 0 death. He'll still just kill you. Which I feel like people forget. He's just a very strong character.
There's a Japanese Luigi that made a grand finals recently.
Oh, nice.
Upsetting a lot of people, and that 0 death is real. And yes, it's telegraphed. You know what Luigi's gonna go for.
But he just needs the one grab. That's it. You could potentially get it off that.
Yeah.
And if not, you're at 80.
Very low risk.
Yeah, you missed a grab, and it's pretty big range. It's a little hard to punish.
Yeah, absolutely. So
you could edge guard with the grab too, which is just a nice feature.
And let's not pretend his other attacks are bad necessarily.
No, Like his up air is crazy. Up air is ridiculous.
Up air is insane.
Down air, nair. I think all of his aerials are just so quick.
Yeah, I think like the biggest downfall is that obviously without grab he would not be higher, or he'd be lower without his grab.
His recovery isn't the best.
Yeah, his biggest downfall is definitely like he's just like a solid. He's probably in B, maybe C if he doesn't have that grab combos. But like having a 0 to death or having reliable setups is huge. It just is. Especially in a game that like not many characters have kill confirms and not many characters have the opportunity to kill characters at low percents. It's a game changer. Like in Melee, gimping is pretty common. Ultimate, gimping is not common. So any character that can like the other person's at kill percent at 0, I think that's pretty disgusting.
Absolutely.
I would say Pokemon trainers an A.
Yeah, I mean these characters separately wouldn't be up here probably, but maybe Ivysaur would be close. But together they're a crazy package.
Yeah, they're a pretty crazy package. I think they're awesome. Maybe even a little unexplored. I don't know if they'd ever be S by any means. But
no, but they have a lot of potential that I think we haven't seen yet, right?
I think Squirtle is some of the best neutral.
He's crazy, yeah.
Squirtle's combo game of neutral is insane. I think Ivysaur accomplishes what he does well. Like
has some good kill confirms as well.
Does have kill confirms. The down air spike is absurd.
It's insanely huge. Even after the nerf, it's still big.
The juggling with up air is crazy because it's super powerful. And I think Charizard is a solid or decent head.
That up smash is crazy. Out of shield.
Very legitimate option. Is fast.
That fair is not bad.
Fair is not bad. The back air is very safe in the sense that you could be pretty far away and still hit it.
It's huge, yeah. It's his tail.
And it hits up like an upward angle, so it's kind of an awkward angle. Forward tilt is good. Yeah, I think Pokemon Trainer is somewhat that guy.
Absolutely. What do you think?
What are you thinking?
I was thinking Snake right now would go in A.
He's either top of A or low S. It depends how far we extend.
I'm not sure he'd be S, but he could be. Yeah, I think low S maybe or high A.
It depends. Like I think Fox is S tier.
Fox, yeah. We can put him up there now. I guess I agree with that.
Fox is correct. Fox is absolutely correct. I mean, I think Fox has like a very easy game plan to accomplish, and the game plan is just to get you in the air. It's like get you in the air and then up air forever, and then you have some of the best confirms in the game with weak nair, up smash, pretty much anything up smash, drag downs. Your ledge trapping with back air is crazy, like kind of like how Spargo does with cloud pressure. You could do that pressure with Fox.
His up air combos pretty well to itself.
Up air is disgusting.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's a disgusting move. So much free damage.
It's gross.
Everyone. Doesn't matter who it is. Off everyone, it works well. If you're good at tech chasing, your Fox is busted. Like you just tech chase up smash, it's busted. Platforms, busted.
Fox busted.
Fox busted.
Literally. Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
I think Palutena's an A.
I think so.
You know, we probably could and probably should start just going down.
I think this. I think these two go here.
Yeah.
Palutena is better though. I'll agree.
Yeah, I think Palutena. For people, there are people, depending on like the level you are, who think Palutena is absolutely broken, and it's just not the case. The reason why Palutena is not an S tier is because her ground moves are so slow. However, Palutena, so like forward tilt slow, down tilt's not that great. Up tilt's actually not horrible, but not amazing. But she has no like quick get off me moves. Like if you run on her, the only thing Palutena can do is either dash attack or some type of aerial. But if you know those things are coming, it's a lot harder to stop. So like it does take a lot on the Palutena player to like really mix up grab options with aerial options and dash attack options, and like doing mix-ups and making it ambiguous of what you're doing. She is prone to getting parried, but if you're mixing it up well, it's hard. But what she has, like the positive she has, is just so crazy. Her aerial wear is probably the best in the game, if not up there.
Yeah, a lot of them are very nice.
I mean, nair into nair into nair. Combo for days. Back air, shield invincible, obviously. Up air is probably one of the best up airs in the game. Down air spike is legitimate, and I like using it on stage as well to cross someone up.
It's pretty good.
Dash attack has the shield, super strong. Like a legitimate kill move. Down throw combos.
Back air off, potentially.
Yeah. You can invalidate recoveries with neutral B alone on some characters. Side B is a legitimate like spacing, like mid-range tool, so you do have that. Down B is not even that horrible versus projectiles.
No, it's nice. It's nice as a counter as well too.
Yeah, it's nice to have, and she's fast. She's so fast.
Yeah.
The edge cancels you can do are crazy. Yeah, I think she deserves to be there.
And then we have Roy. Roy is definitely a little worse than Palutena for sure, but all his moves are great. Jab is an amazing combo starter. His up air combos into itself. Nair combos into itself. Forward air combos into itself, Down air sucks. It's hard to hit. But you can combo off of down air into F smash, which is pretty good. Jab F smash. He's a lot of good confirms. Jab back air, the staple. And he's his sour spots are not even a bad thing. They're also all mostly kill confirms. Like we could up air back air, get back air into a tech chase, F smash. Down tilt's amazing. It's plus on shield. They hit a button, you get jab pretty much. Biggest flaw is probably his recovery. It's not the best. It's definitely better than Chrom, but I think his strengths definitely make up for it. You have some movement with side B, wave bounces and stuff. All around, he's pretty strong, but that's really it.
Yeah, I think he lacks. He's kind of like, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but definitely more offensive than defensive.
He kind of has one game plan. That's just to kill you, like as fast as possible.
Right. Yeah. But he does have some good matchups. Like I think he does have some really good matchups.
He is a sword, even though he doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, he is still a swordy.
He's got some good range.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's definitely good. I think Zero Suit probably deserves to be an A.
I agree. I feel like these are comparable. Maybe Roy's probably a little worse.
Yeah, I think Zero Suit is very fast, hard to hit. I think she suffers where you have to really set up your kills. She does have some stray back air she can do, but like, I don't know. It's a character that feels like could be higher, but doesn't necessarily perform higher.
I think she's just really hard.
Yeah.
Not the hardest. Not that's just crazy hard, but you got to try a lot harder than some of these other characters.
Yeah, which depending on like what you value in a tier list, like doesn't necessarily like if you value someone who like think of every character and its highest potential.
Yeah, then that's really isn't a factor.
Then maybe you can put it in S. But like for what we know right now and what people are doing right now, I think A is pretty fair.
I agree.
A lot of these characters, I think.
How do we feel about Diddy?
Let's go. Let's do Diddy and then let's go like down the line.
Okay, yeah. Just plug it in.
I think Diddy is an S tier.
Yeah, I think
he's pretty cracked.
Yeah.
I think his I think Rob, I think Fox and Diddy, and I think Cloud too. I think all three of those, Fox, Diddy, Cloud, are like right next to each other.
Yeah, we can figure out the order in a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, like for Diddy specifically, Banana is one of the best tools in the game. I mean, like it is a really like massive thing that the opponent has to play around, not only like being on the ground, but when the banana's in Diddy's hand, it is very hard to deal with. He has a very strong command grab. His combos are crazy. His edge guards are crazy. He racks up damage really nicely. He has very good kill confirms and not too bad. Like you can straight hit a kill, but you could also obviously like down tilt up smash is a very reliable kill. Down tilt being very strong. You have like anything with banana, like banana up smash bananas.
Yeah. Down tilt's also amazing. If you didn't bring that up yet.
Yeah, down
you
tilt is
did.
up. Godlike. Yeah, so I think Diddy is absolutely cracked. Not really any weaknesses per
Yeah.
se.
He's a little crackhead. I love him. He's just crazy.
Yeah, he's so fun. Cloud also is absolutely cracked.
Absolutely. The back air, pretty fast.
The back air, the
Up air's
fair,
pretty big.
so
Fair is
down-
massive.
Yeah,
Has
all moves are massive.
has kind of a little burst option with down tilt, kinda.
I
Decently
think
fast.
any character that has a kill move with dash attack
Yeah.
is like that's busted.
And it's pretty big too.
It's huge. You have a projectile, that's so huge.
Yeah,
That's
like Swordy with a projectile is ridiculous.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Versus someone like Sonic, especially like
Yeah.
spin dash.
Very nice to have.
Limit is crazy.
Hmm.
Like that's a game changer. That's like such good kill potential, and also like makes you faster and fall quicker when you
Yeah,
have
just
limit.
makes your neutral better. Your
It makes
combos
your neutral
probably
better,
makes some
your field-
combos a little easier.
your recovery better. Up B out of shield.
Insane. That'll just kill at slightly higher percentage.
It's nuts. But yeah, the only downside is maybe the recovery. But like watch Spargo and like
Yeah, there's ways to manage it.
there's ways to manage it for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's go down the line. now.
Yes,
We're
go to-
gonna go to Mario.
Mario, I feel like is definitely A tier.
I think high A.
You're right. Do we think probably better than Rory still, honestly?
I think maybe there. Yeah, I think his combo game is some of the best
Yeah, he can.
in the game.
He could absolutely just kill you if he has like a platform or even two platforms. Then it's over.
Yeah,
Like you would never want to take him to battlefield, ever.
yeah. I definitely think highly of that for that reason. The ladders are nuts. Up B, up B, up B, or up air.
Oh yeah, up B. Yeah.
It's crazy. Or up air, like neutral air to forward air. Spike.
We've seen what Kurama can do with this character. It's a little nutty.
Yeah. And there's a Japanese Mario, I think named Snow.
Oh,
I think
I haven't heard.
that
Of it.
is performing. People say like just as good as Kurama, if not maybe even better.
Nice.
Doing definitely a different style
Mhm.
than Kurama is, but like it's a fast character. It's a combo heavy character. The defense is not bad. The weaknesses aren't that glaring.
Mhm.
So one of the most like not only solid in terms of like all the frame data, the strength and everything like that, but also just like he has the combo potential off like on top of that higher than most characters. So his explosiveness is pretty crazy.
I agree. So
I think Samus is like belongs in. Samus is getting like crazy results across the board. You have Siskui, one of the best players in Europe. You have
Yeah.
Yara.
absolutely.
Really representing. And I think it's because that you just have this like Samus has these incredible not the only reason, but like Samus has these incredible fake outs with charging neutral bait where like you can fake charging it and like stop and like start again very quickly. You can like blast off mini shots that kind of stop people in their place. Dash attack is super strong. Zaire and grab, very good.
Having a Zera is always just a nice extra option.
Yeah.
They usually have a lot of range.
The combo setups are crazy with up airs. Combos into up quite a lot.
Combo off of charge shot. Pretty
Yeah,
easily.
it's just like one of the better zoners in the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, missiles are good to
Oh
have.
my god.
One of the
So I just think they're both pretty much almost the same, right?
yeah, they're the same.
All right, Yoshi.
I think Yoshi's also an A, not an S tier character. For me.
I think he's also A. I don't think he's the best in this game, but he's pretty good.
No. He's pretty good. He has some like very good aerial mobility,
That-
which I put a lot of stock in.
The up air is amazing. Amazing kill
Up
move
air is
too.
incredible. Forward air is incredible.
Hmm.
Tilts are pretty good. The up B snipes we've seen
Oh, yeah.
Yoshidori use
Absolutely.
definitely justify that move. And it actually isn't even a bad recovery. Not an amazing one, obviously, but not a bad one.
No. Has to rely on that jump still, like always, but you have the air
There's-
dodge. You have the air dodge still.
Yeah. I don't think Yoshi's oppressing. Like, there's nothing about Yoshi that feels super unfair.
Hmm.
And, like, that's kind of where we're at. Like, that's where we're at with the tier list. We're like, how unfair is your character?
Yeah, that's what makes them good. Yeah.
That's kind of like, you know, how, like, this character is busted or has something about him that's busted. I don't think Yoshi has anything that's
Mhm.
necessarily busted.
You're right. Your character has to be busted at this point, otherwise you're not gonna win as easy.
Yeah.
It's really all there
That's
is to it.
pretty much where we're at. So, like, is he great? Yes. Is he busted? No.
Mhm.
That's kind of my thoughts on it.
Basically. How do we feel about Pikachu? I think A, somewhere in A, maybe
I
low
think-
A.
I
Or
don't
high
think
B.
low A. I haven't lost faith.
I don't mean bottom. I think lower end though. Maybe like
Yeah, I would put
maybe after P. Maybe I think it's probably still better than
Yeah.
Roy. Honestly, before Roy.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. That feels like a good spot.
Maybe better than Mario. I don't know. We get to that later though, but around
Yeah.
there.
I think around there. Could be better than Mario for sure.
You know, amazing
I think
combo game.
Pikachu also has everything. The only thing Pikachu lacks is like true killing power.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like you can get high percent very easily.
You got like Nair loops, just up air strings. It's like really good. You know, carry
Yeah,
them off
you-
with back air,
Totally, yeah.
and you could always make
Uh,
it back with the recovery side B, up B. Very good.
Up B has a hitbox.
You could combo off side B. I mean up B. Excuse me.
I mean, I think Pikachu is probably like the play style best for Pikachu. I actually think is like Pikachu is very good defensively.
Hmm.
Like I think it's hard to deal with their Thunder Jolts. I think it's hard to deal with their up Bs. I think if you force the other person to come in, I think like she can punish heavily and obviously edge guard well. Again, I think her downside is the lack of killing power, but her combo setups and her combo strings, I think, make up for it in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
I think like if you look at her on paper, she definitely feels like one of the best characters. I don't think it translates that way because of the actual killing the other person aspect of it,
Mhm.
but everything else is pretty.
Very, very solid.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think Peach and Daisy are S tier.
yeah. Even better combo game. Let's throw them in the middle for now.
Kind of like the Rob factor, where it's like the combo game's insane. Turn-ups are a great projectile.
Amazing.
Um,
You have floating, which is
just loading.
crazy
I don't know
mechanic.
if everyone knows this, but you do more damage when you full hop versus when you short hop,
Mhm.
and they count floating as a full hop.
Hmm.
So your floating aerials actually do more damage. So she's doing like 16 to 18% on her aerials. Like she's really hurting when she hits you on top of the combos. I think side B actually is like pretty good, semi-safe at time move. That's like pretty quick. Covers like someone who's trying to float in that mid range can kind of like peek in on them. But there's not a lot of matchups she does bad with. She does bad. She has like some very random bad matchups. Like I know New Days thinks like Duck Hunt is a
Hmm.
bad matchup. Just because like some projectile characters are like really hard to deal with. But
Yeah,
I
she
think
doesn't have a way to
she-
get in really. You're right.
Yeah, but I think she is absolutely busted with her combo ability, her survivability, her basically like she is someone who can kill at any time. It doesn't matter what percent you are. She can combo into it. She can edge guard you. She has projectiles. I mean, yeah, she's pretty busted.
Hmm.
Now here's an interesting one. So
Ooh.
I'm willing to compromise, but I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
that Tweak has Sheik as a top 5 character in the game.
Okay.
And other people on the podcast had her in the top 10. And I think a lot of it is that, like, two things. One is, like, the versatility of Sheik, where, like, she can basically get herself out of any situation. She's very fast, very good mobility option. Her needles are great. They're great combo starters. But she can turn any situation into like a neutral advantage and can kill off that if the person gets their combos down. So like anything she gets can turn into a kill confirm if the person gets the combo. And I think people like WebJP are starting to get the combos more consistent and better. I'm willing to put her in top of A and say, like, you know what, I see the potential, but let's see it really manifest.
I will say I do think that, yeah, if the combos are perfect, she's probably S, frankly.
So
for sure. I'd say bottom S, yeah. I think I'd be okay with that. Like, if played, like, if combos are perfect.
If the combos are perfect, yeah. And it seems like people are getting closer to that level. Wario's an interesting case.
Yeah, I mean, you probably would know more.
Do I think
I think he might be borderline. Let's throw that out there.
I think he's borderline. I think he's probably either top of A or bottom of A. I think he gets absolutely pooped on by Steve, Sonic, Game & Watch. I think Pyramithra's hard for him.
Yeah, all the top tiers, so...
Like, a lot of the top tiers, I don't think he does great versus. Cloud's okay. I think Diddy, hard for Wario. Fox is obviously an okay, like, I think he's more good at matchup. So, like, Wario has some of the best aerial mobility in the game, some of the best aerials in the game, some of the best combos in the game, and of course, the best comeback factor with WAP in the game.
Amazing comeback factor.
Amazing comeback factor.
Combo into it.
I think, like, if we're going to be just straight up honest about it, what holds back Wario is that, like, he has a severe lack of range.
Very stubby, little man.
Very stubby, and doesn't have a good resource if a character can keep them out well. If a character has a good wall, like let's say a Min. Like imagine a Min versus Wario. That sounds like hell.
Yeah, it sounds very tough to get in.
That
you have like
so tough to get in.
Yeah, not many choices really.
So like there are some characters that I think just have the tool to push Wario out very nicely. Of course with Waft, you're never fully out of it, but I think at top level, like the amount you need to work to get it is crazy. His combo setups are insane. I mean,
combo game is very good. Yeah.
Round of applause. The up air juggling is amazing. The nair, the fair are amazing combo tools and even edge guard tools. Down air is a good edge guard tool. Back air is a good kill move. Forward tilt stronger than forward smash for some reason.
Down tilt's pretty quick, right?
Down tilt can confirm with the dash attack.
Yeah, it's just a kill.
So if I'm looking at these characters and I'm like, is Wario on that level? It's like
he's close.
He's so close. Okay, let's ask this. Do you think he's better than Snake?
I think Snake's better.
So if you think Snake's better, either both an S or one's an S, one's an A.
I feel like it could either be Snake and S, Wario like close to the top of A. I still think Lucina would be better, honestly.
Yeah. So Snake,
I feel like. How do you feel about this? Is this crazy?
Maybe.
Maybe Snake belongs down here too. He's not that good.
I like Snake and S, to be honest.
Do you? I feel like he is good. I don't know. I feel like it makes sense.
I think Snake is another character that's so versatile, can be played in many.
His up close game isn't horrible either. He's got that crazy up tilt, just kills you.
His up close game isn't horrible. His grabs are great. So
yeah, he's got that down throw, sets up to a tech chase, like guaranteed.
Yeah. You can get out of combos with your grenades by setting up grenades and like blowing up the other person.
And high enough percent down throw is just a kill confirm. If
Yeah,
you get the grab, it's a free
you
kill.
you are so heavy.
Hmm.
So you can have a strategy of just like, hey, I'll trade blows with you. I'll hold a grenade and run into you, and like if we both get hit, that's better for me because you're gonna die first.
Crazy up B recovers high. A lot of characters just can't hit him very well. Get up there.
Crazy up B, you can B reverse your grenades to
Mhm.
kind of mix it up even more while landing.
You can down B yourself if recover even further away.
He straight up invalidates some recoveries.
Oh
straight
yeah,
up.
you can't deal with it. Some characters.
And that's
No
the ledge trapping in general.
Oh yeah, you got the up smash at ledge. Down smash is pretty quick too.
That player is so strong. He hits so hard. He hits hard. His
He
forward
does that forward air if you time it right. Just
Forward
really,
air
really
is
strong spike.
nuts. His up air is really good.
For his back air is so big.
Down air does a lot of damage.
His nair is pretty good. A good combo move.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his nair is like such good. You can like drag down with it, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Snake and S, but like low S.
I agree. I agree.
Pac-Man's an interesting one.
I'm not too sure how to feel. I think maybe A. It's crazy. S and A are the same size.
Top of A. I think Pac-Man's better than Lucina.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right.
Pac-Man has probably the best zoning, or one of the best zoning besides maybe Min Min in the game.
Has a good items give him a good combo game, even without.
Hydrate, is crazy.
Hydrate,
Like,
yeah.
Hydrate, you can literally push the other person away with the water, so they have to get off of you. Like you just stand behind Hydrant and get in there with safe.
It just takes away the option of them running at you.
Yeah,
basically.
Charge up to get your Galactica or your key or your bell.
Yeah, and then get your combos going from there.
The forward air is so quick.
Yeah, you can do it with like forward air, I'm pretty sure, off a short hop.
Forward air, the nair is good. One of the best grabs in the game because of how long it stays out.
Absolutely.
It stays out longer than like almost any other grab in the game.
The recovery is a little slow on the up B, but it's really insane. It goes side B as well, which is still really good. Goes very far.
And you can side B too.
Yeah, so you can mix it up.
His dash attack is very solid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so quick, it's so good.
The smash attacks also last a pretty long while.
Yeah, smash attacks are solid.
Very good.
Yeah, I think Pac-Man is like one of the best shitters in the game. It's just an absolute shitter. It's like Duck Hunt, but better in almost every way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little different from Duck Hunt, but like the same type of idea.
It's definitely better.
Executes the game plan a lot better.
Yeah. Then we got Shulk. Ooh. I mean, again, this is one of the, like, everyone says highest potential characters, right?
Yeah, I think Shulk's an A. Shulk has not, in the history of Ultimate, proven himself.
I think he's worse than Roy, if I had to put him in there.
I'm fine with that.
I think he's better than, like, PT. He's better than these guys, I think.
I'm someone who played Shulk, so before we played...
what do you think?
Shulk's potential is incredible. I mean, the range on all the attacks are crazy. The speed Monado is very hard to deal with. Strength Monado is obviously amazing. Shield Monado, great for breaking up combos.
His moves are just massive. They're huge.
Yeah.
That nair is nuts.
The nair is incredible. The back air, you can like retreat into a back air and hit them from so far away. The fact of the matter is that like if you parry or shield Shulk, you know, how many times can they just throw out fair or throw out nair?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of like you're not going to win by just doing that one move. People can get in on you. People can whiff punish. People can punish it. I mean, obviously some characters that we mentioned, like maybe like a Wario, might have a hard time getting in. But the characters who can get in on Shulk very, very much so. They get on Shulk hard, and I think it's very hard for Shulk to deal with someone who can get inside because I don't think the tilts are that amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like if you perfectly master all the Monados, and there's a lot of like little frame
Right, like
saving you
that's
can do to change your Monado quickly or
you know,
handle it.
like living longer with shield Monado, like mid combo, you can always try and squeeze that out.
Yeah, you could store your Monado, so like
Yeah.
you could instantly change it between, but like it's kind of been not hasn't been shown that like these Monados are enough to make him busted.
Hmm.
Or kind of like let's say like Sheik is starting to show that potential.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Same idea.
Web
Exactly.
JP taking Steve to game 5. I mean, and should have won to be honest. Doing well versus Mia, doing well versus Sonics. Like Sheik's showing the potential at a high level.
Mhm.
I have not seen. There's only Kome, really.
Yeah.
He's been playing Shulk since the beginning, and it's not fair to put the skill or like the potential of one character on one person. But if he was so good, other people would try. You know,
Exactly.
you would think other people would try, other people would play. It's clearly harder than it seems. Just like Pyramithra
Hmm.
seems absolutely busted, is absolutely busted, but like people are struggling a little bit with her. Look at MK Leo. It takes time.
Yeah, they're not
Um,
like.
it's not as easy just because on paper it seems like they are busted does not mean it translates that way.
Mhm.
I think that's definitely true with Shulk. I don't think it translates as easily as you would think with the Monado arts.
He's not there yet, even if he even will get there.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Only got a few more characters left.
Yeah, I think Bayo's A, frankly,
Fail that.
for sure. I think it's around. I think it's around Corrin. Better than Corrin, I think.
Yeah. I agree. Better than Palutena, better than Corrin, probably worse than Wario. I think that's a good
These
spot.
guys, it's not bad.
Bayo, another character that like people thought from Smash 4 was trash just because of Bayo being breaking Smash 4. Really, Bayo being
Yeah.
the reason.
I think there was like a stigma behind it at first when the game came out. People didn't want to play her.
Yeah, there's definitely a stigma.
Like,
but I think
a little
now
bit.
Bayo has legitimate greatness.
Yeah, she's very good. Crazy combo game. Like, still, it's not obviously not as good as 4, but still really
The
good.
combo game is still absurd. The back air is super strong.
That up tilt kill confirm, very strong.
Confirm. Let's not forget Witch Time is actually really good.
Absolutely, that's a crazy mechanic, getting to slow someone.
Yeah, crazy mechanic that
ridiculous.
can be a good kill confirm.
She has the good air dodge as well.
Her air dodge is really good. Yeah, her recovery is broken and her edge guarding is broken.
It's like 20 jumps somehow.
20 jumps, 80 dashes.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I
Yeah, she's
really
just,
don't get it.
and honestly, she's pretty tall, which like may not seem like a big deal, but like being tall is great for range on your moves. Like it's what makes Falcon good too. Like they're just like deceptively tall and just have deceptively big hitboxes for their size. I think it definitely makes her a force, and she has a very low crouch, one of the lowest crouches too.
Oh yeah, and she has a crawl too, which is
Crouch and crawl, which like again may sound silly, but some characters, think of a Byleth, have a really hard time hitting a crouching character or like a very low character.
absolutely.
Or for me, like Falcon or Zero Suit, I hate low crouching characters on both of those characters. So hard to deal with. So yeah, Bayo's nuts.
Definitely.
I think Perry is safely an A.
Yeah, I think he's in the lower side.
I think
I feel like by Mega Man, maybe above PT or under. What do you
yeah,
think?
you can snap the eye out of some of his stuff. But not only that, I don't think he's super busted, but I think he's very good.
Yes, his combos are crazy.
The combos are
The
crazy.
cancels,
And
the KO mode, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Buster Wolf and
Yeah,
the
Buster Wolf. You can combo into both of them pretty easily. It just F tilt Buster Wolf, GG's.
Yeah, you have neutral B. That is actually you have projectiles. So like having projectiles is never bad. Let's just put it out there.
Never.
Like it's not gonna hurt your character to have a projectile by any means.
It's very nice just to have the option.
Especially for a fighter character to have that.
Yeah, with not much range, it's very useful.
His up B is a pretty good kill confirm. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, you
surprising.
could just cancel up air, up B, or just combo into up B. It's pretty good.
You would think it'd be easier to edge guard, and it probably is, but like he does have some invincibility on it.
You could charge it up on the ground. I don't know how much that's used.
Yeah. I just think that he neutral. It's still like a fighter character's neutral, and it's not like Kazuya, who we'll talk about, who like has a 0 to deaths, like truly 0 to deaths.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's like
Gotta work a little harder for those.
he's missing that, you know.
Mhm.
He has some other stuff that maybe make him better versus ranged characters.
Yeah,
Like
he's got the
he
burst
has a-
option.
Yep, he's got the burst option exactly. He's got like attacks that kind of fling him in.
That's why we see Riddles pick him over Kazuya in certain matchups where he needs to get in.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he has that, but overall, I think just not quite as good as Kazuya. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but they're definitely deserving of A tier.
I agree.
I think Min Min is best.
Yeah, she has moves that go across the whole stage. I don't know what else.
It's a game. Like Min Min does things that were never supposed to be in Smash, like
Figure out.
being able to move and do tilts and like have your hands stretch across the stage is crazy.
To have two tilts, like two like. I don't even know how to explain it. Like two arms. Yeah, I don't know.
And
you can call
like
it.
yeah, that could go in either direction.
Yeah, the fact you could like attack behind you, it's crazy.
Or the 2 arms attacking forward of you is also crazy. The fact that you can jump and like angle it or like have it fall with you to kind of stop approaches is crazy.
We were talking about it before about the Belmonts. They have the issue where they can't really aim it as well.
Yeah. I think that the Ram is absurd for the route and range it covers, especially for edge guarding.
Yeah.
How deep it goes under the
And
ledge.
she does have the tether. I don't know if we've even talked about those yet, but yeah, it's just so broken to have in this game. It's so good. You could
You get a grab
yeah.
on her, it empowers the hand.
Yeah.
So you can shoot the laser too, which if it wasn't crazy enough,
The laser makes it. Yeah, it's even longer. It's ridiculous.
it's even longer. And let's not pretend like her up close game isn't that bad. She
No.
has a decent up there. She has a good nair.
The up smash is decent. It reflects for some reason.
Up smash is pretty decent. I forgot that it reflects. Down tilt.
She has the grounded up B as like a just get out of there option. Frankly.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, even if you are up close with her, there are things you can do. Having the spike ball is a legitimate kill
It's
option.
very strong. Like nair on that thing will just kill you.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Well,
really.
yeah, she's just kind of crazy. Probably the best zoner in the game by far.
Absolutely. Without doubt.
When you think of Min Min and you think of some of these characters, I think Min Min invalidates a lot of the cast.
There's just no way to get to her. Some of the time, it's crazy.
Yeah, like when I'm looking at these B tiers and C tiers, and I think of like versus Min Min, I feel bad for most of them.
Kazuya Mishima. How do we feel?
I think it's a low S.
I agree. That's what I was thinking. He has
Okay.
just the like one touch of death combos. It's ridiculous.
And it's true. It's a
It's
true
yeah.
0 to deaths.
There's
And it's
really
not like
not
war
much you could do.
only has it once per stock. You can do it anytime. He has wing, which is crazy.
He has electric. He has the wave dash, which is invincible for like half of his body.
Yeah, like his weakness, he's probably of the top tiers. Like all his stats are in like one thing, like his defense, and like there are characters that can wall him out and make him like vulnerable. Which is like you said, why Riddles goes Terry in some matchups.
Exactly. Yeah.
But all the stats in the offense.
Oh,
make up-
his weight too. He might be the best heavy technically, if you want to think about it.
He is that heavy, isn't he?
He's like really heavy. He lives forever.
Yeah. it's
And
absurd.
we can't forget about his like rage mode, kill you at like 30% with a grab.
Yeah. No, he's nuts.
Yeah.
He's absolutely busted. I think well deserving. Like if I look at A tier, I think we actually have done a good job. When I look at A tier and I look at S tier, I'm like, yeah, I think these characters.
Yeah, I could see the split pretty definitively. I think.
Yeah, I could see the split. So I think we did a good job there. Sora is an interesting case.
Finally in the game, but at what cost? What are we thinking? Sanity.
I think Sora can be an A, but has the potential to be an S, but not yet.
I also agree completely. I think he might be close. I don't know if he's the top, but he's close. I think he's better than Lucina.
I think put him next to Pac-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
think
thinking.
Sora has some of the craziest and maybe arguably like I don't know if easiest is the right word, but like his death combos are pretty insane.
Yeah, he has just really long combos.
I think any character that has like guaranteed death combos off of landing, what is it? His forward air that like
Yeah.
you? Like just from landing a forward air, you can get a death combo. I think is deserving of the A to S range.
We have
alone.
we have down tilt, which kill confirms.
Down tilt has good.
We have like up like down tilt up air. I think up air kill confirm. Like
yeah, the recovery is might as well not even try to recover.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Guard him rather.
Yeah, it's literally like just try and ledge trap him at that point.
Does have projectile and pretty decent one too.
You can combo off of the fireball also. If you run behind it, it's pretty good.
If you watch Kameme, I'll point you to Kameme as being kind of like the person who has the best results with Sora. Kameme ranked somewhere in the top 20. I think maybe 13th or so. Maybe or lower rather. But
somewhere around there.
He is piloting Sora a lot, picking Sora a lot lately, and making Sora look busted. It looks so difficult to do. Yes, he has a slow double jump and a weird double jump, but it also could be like part of his advantage too. Like you could use it.
Makes his recovery even better in a sense. Think about
recovery is better, juggling is better in a sense.
I think having a high jump is, depending on the characters, can definitely be a good thing. Like look at Falco, definitely helps him a lot.
Definitely
it helps you get up there to like continue the split combo.
Soundtracks are that bad.
No, like we have down smash, which is it invincible or am I wrong?
It might be. I don't remember, but it might be.
Yeah, he has the weird down B that sends projectiles behind him, but other than that, it's just a normal counter.
Yeah, I forgot about
So you can just like throw away projectiles.
Right. All right, I think we have our tier list.
Yeah, we.
You want to like take a quick skim to see if any last kind of final like touch up?
Yeah. Do you want to like start at the bottom so we could just quickly sort it?
Yeah, let's start at the bottom.
I think Mac is the worst character, frankly.
So yeah, is the beginning? Yeah, okay, yeah. That. I think Ganon should be close to Mac.
Yeah, I think Kirby's better. I think Isabelle's better. Village. I think this is good, honestly.
I think this feels pretty good to me.
All right, and we got C. First of all, who's the best in C tier? Let's just figure that out real quick. Or does anyone deserve to be moved up? What do we think? I don't think so. I don't think any of these characters.
We did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But who's the best in C? That's a great question.
I think Ike is close to the top.
I'll say who I think is close. Yeah.
Ike is close.
I think Wii Fit could be close, sadly. I think Rosalie.
Yeah, I think we let's group them together.
Yeah, I think it's as long as we get like the general top together.
And then we also just need like the worst to be at the bottom, like probably Pichu.
Yeah.
I think Toon Link's better than Robin. Actually, I'm not sure. K-Rool is probably above the Mii's.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Lucas can probably go up here.
Yep.
I think also Zelda can go like right after.
Yeah, I think Zelda could maybe be in that rotation.
I think Mac's probably worse than Plant. I mean, not Mac, Doc. Both had 3 letters. Yeah, what do you
I
think?
think that's fine.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Do you think Greninja's the best in B tier?
That's a great question. Inkling doesn't deserve the hate that she's getting right now. I'll say that.
I think Inkling could go in the middle, frankly. Just somewhere in the middle, like under Incineroar.
Better. I think Inkling's better than that.
You think
like somewhere in that top row, probably.
Like after Ken, I think after Ken, honestly.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I want to interrupt, but Wolf is B tier these days. I'm just curious.
What's up?
Wolf is B tier?
Yeah, Wolf is B tier. Wolf definitely lacks a lot of the strengths that he had in the beginning of the game, in the beginning of the meta, were like very cookie cutter combos, but the combos that he has is like super hard to hit. It's really just like fair into back airs, but otherwise, it's like not super fast. You need kind of like strayish hits. You have like again some combos like down throw into dash attack, sure.
Just pretty
but-
percent specific too, I think.
Yeah, and I think he doesn't have a lot of amazing matchups. Like if I'm looking at A tier,
He also has a horrible recovery. I think it's terrible.
recovery is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad recovery. He does have a projectile.
Pretty good one, but
Yeah.
you don't get too much from it. It just sort of keeps him out.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I would keep. And I think Falco is definitely better, and I don't think Falco is necessarily an A tier character.
Certainly. I feel like the pits are probably just straight in the middle, frankly. I feel like they have to be.
The pits? Yeah, that's.
At least somewhere. I don't know. Maybe not specifically here, but we could figure it
I
out.
think I don't have any
Yeah.
true problem with that. Do we still think Greninja's the best in D?
You don't think Young Link is better?
Do I think Young Link is better? It's close.
I'm just like looking at their stats. I feel
honestly, kind of no.
It
I
might-
think Greninja is really good.
yes. I think it's. If anything, it might be Sephiroth, but even then, I think Greninja might still take it.
Yeah, Sephiroth is arguably. I think
I'm
Probably-
arguing between these two. Between Young Link, like maybe he's
I
second.
think like within that general area is fine enough.
I feel
I
like this
think
makes
that's-
sense.
I don't think anyone's gonna see that in Bat 9.
Yeah, they're not really gonna mind.
No, I think that's close enough.
I mean,
Anyone else in D tier that like deserves to be way higher?
or lower maybe. I think this top row is kind of good. The second row doesn't look. Do we think Lucario is worse than Mewtwo and Ridley?
Probably
think-
not. Probably not. I think Lucario's probably better.
I think he probably would go here. I think honestly the pits would move up past these guys too. How do we feel?
Yeah, I agree. And I think like there's a pretty clear drop off
Yeah. Yeah, right.
with these characters, like from
I do think Byleth probably goes next to Hero though. Probably build
Yeah.
better. If anything, I think here honestly. I think honestly this makes the most sense.
yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah, I feel good about this
Maybe you
too.
could argue Ice Climber is a little higher, but like I'm not gonna go crazy on the argument.
I think they're fine, frankly.
DK and Bowser, I think are fine.
Yeah. All of them are maybe a little lower, frankly. He might be good though where he is.
Like where were you thinking?
Maybe just switch him with Duck Hunt.
Yeah, you could do that.
I think that's fine.
I think that looks pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm happy with this. I can go to A. So I think Pac-Man's the best, probably?
As the game currently stands, yeah, I do. I think Pac-Man's really, really.
Alright, I agree with that. I think Sora is a good second place, and then I
I
don't
think Sora is like the perfect mix of like he does have results to back it up, but I also think the potential can still be even
mhm.
more so unleashed.
I think we're good until Mario, frankly. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we might be able to be good to Mario.
Like, where do we... Mario might even go here, frankly. I don't know how we feel about that, though. I think he's definitely better than Pikachu.
Yeah, no, I think Mario's good there.
I think his top row might be... Do we like Roy right here? Up above all these guys? I feel like yes, but I don't know.
I
The Samuses are probably gonna move up.
I think
But
Roy is really good.
I think he is too. I think he belongs like right in the middle. Like right here. But he could move down a little, I think. Depending on how we feel about these. We can go back. Let's just
I think Roy's pretty solid. I mean, I think you could probably move Shulk and maybe Pokemon Trainer above him.
That's what I'm saying. We can shift them as we go down the list. Let's just go to Shulk. I think you're right. Above Roy, probably. He has more range, but like, what does he have over him? Pokemon Trainer. I think Roy's better than PT, but if you think he's better, I'll trust you.
No.
Oh, you think so? All right.
I think Roy would be better. Yeah. That's fine.
Samus is probably good. I think we're good until Samus, frankly.
Yeah.
And Samus, I'm not too sure.
I think Sam is fine there.
I think they're fine. I
yeah, I don't think that Austin
you don't think
very-
Luigi would go behind them? Actually, it's probably fine.
Yeah, I think Luigi had that kill potential again. I think either spot is very arguable and very okay. I mean,
Yeah, we keep
I
it like
think
this.
Samus is a bit more versatile. Like I think Samus can kind of hang with
That's
in
what,
most matchups.
that's what I'm saying. Luigi does like one thing, basically.
Yeah.
That's my
So
main
if you want
argument.
to put Samus above, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much good on A, unless you have anything to say.
No.
Alright, let's
It's
get.
funny, right? Are we hating on Wolf and Falco too much? Are we
I
being-
I don't think so, honestly. I don't think they're all that.
They're
They're
fine.
they're not bad though. Like,
No, this row isn't bad either.
Yeah.
I would say Wolf and Inkling had a similar career.
Yeah.
For different reasons, but both characters that started very high and just kind of like have fallen off.
might have just changed around them really.
I think so.
I think the first three are fine on S, frankly.
Yeah, I think the first three is a no-brainer. If
I
you
like
want to argue Pyramithra over Joker, I'm cool with it.
I think I would, but then Joker would go right after them.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I think Rob has to go soon after.
Yeah.
If you want to argue someone over Peach Daisy, I'm cool with it.
Maybe Min Min. How do you feel about that?
I can see Min Min being next.
And then I feel like they're fine right after.
Is super busted.
Wait, who do you think's better about Foxcloud Diddy? Let's look at this trio. Who's like?
I thought Diddy is an interesting trio.
I want to figure out how to order these three. I think Fox might be the best.
I think Fox.
I think Foxcloud Diddy. What do you think?
So, yeah, Cloud Diddy.
Right?
I agree. Yeah.
I think Sheik might be at the bottom of S.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Just
that.
for that execution factor. And then
I'm cool with that.
this is what I think.
Hey, he's in the party, as long as he's there.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is solid.
Wow.
Well, there you have it. It's the Animal House definitive tier list.
Animal House, the fifth tier list of 2024. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll do like a mid-year relook if anything crazy happens.
Yeah.
We know Rob just got some new tech.
Yeah, that might put him up a little bit.
I know MK Leo's focusing on Rob a little bit more, he said, which is interesting.
That'll be exciting. See how that goes.
That'd be